everybody, just want to welcome you to my latest comic book haul. This haul is going to consist of a bunch of variants that I picked up at my local shop, some online community pickups, also a couple of shops that were, I was on a road trip and I made a stop at a shop that I was able to pick up some nice books, and also a nice CGC pickup that I picked up the other day. Before we start with that, just want to show you a couple of the newest pops I got. A couple of days ago, my son sent me some pictures. He was in a Target and he came across the Target exclusive Kylo Ren. This is the one without his hood, only sold at Target. So asked me if he wanted me to pick it up. He knows I'm into the pops and especially the Star Wars. We're all Star Wars heads at my house. And I said, of course, pick it up for me. Picked it up for me, brought it home. That night, the trailer for Star Wars came out. So we were watching a football game, watching a halftime show. And I mean, we just about lost our minds watching that trailer. I mean, so excited for it. Tried to pick up my tickets for the showing of the movie, you know, the early admission type of shows. And I went on Fandango and the site had crashed. I couldn't get through all night. But following morning, I went on and I was able to get my tickets for Friday. So Friday, 7:30 p.m., I will be there in full effect watching Star Wars. I cannot wait. The Force Awakens movie, I mean, it looks retarded. It's insane how good this movie looks. Everything about it just looks really, really good. I'm really, really excited for it. The other one, I just got this yesterday in the mail. I still have a subscription to Loot Crate, and this was one of their better boxes. They actually came out with a Back to the Future type of theme on it. You got a mini hoverboard, number 2. I forget the numbering on it, but you had this one, and it's a Loot Crate exclusive of Dr. Emmett Brown. I mean, everybody who's a Back to the Future fan came back on Back to the Future Day. So I mean, I don't know if they coincided like that, but it just worked out perfect. I was really happy to receive this pop. And then yesterday about 6, 7 o'clock, I went out for a cup of coffee. I was going out with my wife. We were going somewhere, and I walk into the Dunkin' Donuts by my house. I come out, and my wife is like, "Look at that car over there." I look at the car. Somebody has a replica of the Back to the Future vehicle. I mean, this thing was pristine, and it looked exactly like the vehicle. You had to see it. It was dark outside, so it was all lit up already. He had the dashboard set up. I mean, I was talking to the guy for a little while. He said he's had the vehicle for about 11 years. And, you know, he decided it was Back to the Future Day, so he took it out for a ride. I actually took some good photographs of it and put it on my Instagram page. So if you're interested in looking at that, just it's the same name. It's erod212 on Instagram. You know, let me tell you, that Instagram community, that's all right. You know, you get to put your books up there real quick. Give a little blurb on it. You know, it's a lot easier than sitting there all the time looking. And they have a lot of little gimmicky things there. So, you know, you go your top variant Tuesday, which I like doing. I look through my boxes, and, you know, if you're a big comic book head like me, you enjoy that stuff, you know. Just another aspect of this great comic community that we're all part of that is taking off, and I'm getting involved in now. So, you know, if you get the chance, take a look at it. You'll enjoy it. All right. Sorry for the rant there. Let me start with the books. First variant I picked up was Invincible Iron Man #1. And this is the 50 cents variant. Nice book. I mean, I was happy with this book. I like the way the cover came out, you know. No real significance to the book. I haven't even read the story on this because just haven't had the time, but I love the cover, you know. If you're a hip-hop fan, you know, these covers are really, really good. Next one we picked up was the Amazing Spider-Man #1. Now, I read this story. Story's okay. Cover's better than the story, I'll put it to you that way. And that's a tribute to Tribe Called Quest's Midnight Marauders album. Just, I mean, it's a slamming album. If you're a hip-hop fan, you know, they're putting out covers on some of the great ones there. You got some Nas covers coming out. I mean, I can't wait for that cover to come out. That's the one I really, really am excited about because it just looks so good. But, enough of that. I also picked up the Guardians of the Galaxy #1 variant. Nice cover, you know, haven't really read it. Was able to get a couple of these Amazing Spider-Man variants. I was able to get the sketch cover variant there. That's an Alex Ross sketch cover variant there. Also, this one here. You know, I liked it because it has all the Spider personnel there. You know, 2099 there, and Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman, and Miles Morales, Silk. You know, everybody in that Spider-Man continuing. And I like this cover a lot. I took it just for the cover, but it's Avengers #1. It's got a great, just great feel to the cover there. And then, I mean, you can't go wrong with this one. I mean, it's just a re-imaging of the iconic Iron Man #1. They just did it over again, but just with a modern feel to it. Really, really nice cover. Again, haven't read this book yet, but I'm looking forward to reading it, see what happens there, see the direction. I know Mary Jane Watson is going to be involved in there, in that whole storyline, so we'll take a look at that. The last two I picked up, Secret Wars #6, and I think that's the Gabrielle Dell'Otto variant, and then the Daredevil version over here, Secret Wars #6. It's the Daredevil action figure variant. So, nice books to have. Just I'm a variant guy. It has to catch my attention. I've said this before, but if it does, I'm definitely gonna pick it up. The next ones I picked up, these were bought on CGC. Guy who was having a sale. I picked up 6 books for him, and with shipping and everything out, they came up to about $3. So it's Amazing Spider-Man #31, and this is actually, I didn't realize it until actually after I purchased it. It's a J. Scott Campbell cover. Okay? So can't go wrong with J. Scott Campbell for $3. Amazing Spider-Man #34, which is actually issue 475 also. Another J. Scott Campbell cover, so can't go wrong. J. Scott Campbell artwork, Amazing Spider-Man 546, Brand New Day. It's the variant cover there. 549 of A Brand New Day, another variant there. Then we have 570. 570 is a Luke Ross variant. Now they I'm trying to remember the numbers of the issues, but I believe it's from like 565 or so throughout 573 or 4. They did, different artists were doing variants on all the villains. This was the one with Peter Parker, but you had the Anti-Venom variant, you had the Venom variant by Eddie Granoff, you had the Green Goblin variant done by Alex Ross, and this is the one that I needed. It was for, like I said, $3. Mixing with everything else, it wasn't a bad deal. And this is the Kevin Maguire Scorpion variant. So really happy with this pickup, and again, knocking out books on my Amazing Spider-Man run there. Then I picked up these. Now, story with this is, again, there was a guy on the CGC message boards, and he was selling lots. So he had a lot of, and sorry for the play on words, but he had a lot of Ultimate Spider-Man books, and it was 86 Ultimate Spider-Man books for $60. I jumped the gun on it, took them all. Not going to show them all, it's just too many books to go through, but just show you a couple of ones that I really like. And with shipping and everything else, it came out to 85 cents a book for 86 books. So I put a big dent in my Ultimate Spider-Man collection. This is volume 1. You had the whole Brian Michael Bendis run on this, so nice book. Ultimate Spider-Man #33, which is the first Ultimate Venom. Then we get into the low numbers here just to show you. It's Ultimate Spider-Man #10, #9, #7. It's missing 8. #6, 5. Again, all good storyline. I mean, Bendis did a real good storyline when he jumped on this, so it was good stuff. #4, #3, and the one I was really happy to get was #1. I mean, this is a expensive book, right now. It goes anywhere between like $60 to $100 based on condition. I mean, at no point is this a near mint, but it is definitely a VF Plus book that for 85 cents basically, with all the other books, combined shipping. I'll take that any day of the week. Excuse me. I'm a set collector, so it's not like I wouldn't be happy to have these books anyway. So glad with that pickup. I answered a Craigslist ad, and I mean, it's funny, but every time I do these Craigslist hauls, I run into some kind of a weird story. So it was a local ad, maybe 10 minutes away from my house, and I talked to the guy back and forth for a couple of times. I sent him a text, and he never answered me back. He kept calling me. The guy didn't even have texting on his phone. Who in this day does not have text on their phones? Anyway, set up a meet with him. He told me he had a bunch of DC books that he wanted to get rid of, and he gave me a price of like $85. He told me he had like 15 books. I said I'd go over there, I'd take a look at them. So I go over there, and it gives me the address. I respond to the address. No such address. I'm on the block. I go around the block once. I said maybe I missed a number. I go around twice. Finally come into it, and there's a guy standing on the corner. I mean, it felt like I was doing a crack deal, bro. Guy standing there with a bag, looking around. He sees me, gives me the nod. You know, I pull over, and he walks up to the car, and shows me this plastic bag that he's got. These books were in plastic bags, not on backing boards. I've switched them out and everything else, but basically he had crap. He didn't have too many good books. A couple of books he had there were banged up real bad. So I made an offer on, I think it was 6 books. Yeah, I made an offer on 6 books, and I offered him $10 for the 6 books, and he was like, no way. He wanted 25, and I says, okay, no problem. Not in this condition. I'm not taking them because they weren't near mint. They're VF books at best. Start to walk away, and the guy's like, okay, I'll take the $10. So, and like I said, it was like I was copping, you know, but it was a score for me. Picked up Superman Man of Steel, number 18. This is the 3rd print. It would have been better if it had been the 5th print, which is a real low print run, but I'll take it. I didn't have this book, so happy to have it. And then next few books, took them just for the covers, but it's Wonder Woman 159. It's the Adam Hughes variant, Adam Hughes covers. Excuse me. 165. Another Adam Hughes cover. 170. 154. A little out of sequence there. I apologize for that. And 178. So you know what? I'll take Adam Hughes covers any day of the week. At $2 a pop, I'll take these books. You know, happy to get them. Now we'll go into my next adventure. What shall we say? Was out in Fort Myers, Florida. Had to make a run there. I had went there directly after Comic Con last week, and was there for 3 days. So on the second day we were there, started going online, looking up some comic shops, a comic store locator, and found what it said. It was a record store that sold comics. I did a quick Google search on it and everything else, and was getting some good reviews. Drove through a neighborhood, just take a look at the place, and didn't look bad. It was a small little store out of the way. Opened up at like 11 o'clock. And you walked into shopping. You know, the reviews had said that it was crammed with records, and everything was really tightly packed. And it was an underestimation on that. I mean, everything was stacked to the ceiling, and there were records everywhere. He had a small counter. Comic books were all the way to the back. None of the books he had there were bagged and boarded. Again, one of those shops that doesn't bag and boards his books. But asked him how much the books were on the wall there, and he said everything was cover price. So came across the David Finch. I'm a big fan of his artwork. Wonder Woman 36, so I grabbed that. Came across this, NYX number 6. It's got a little bit of creasing there, but $3, I'll take it. That could be pressed out. And NYX number 7. I was hoping for that number 3, but wasn't to be. Then I came across these books, and I was really happy to find these. And that was Batgirl number 11. That's Stanley Archerm's artwork there. I mean, in my opinion, this guy is one of the best. I take him, Alex Ross, Adam Hughes. Those are my top 3, and favorites of mine. I mean, just the way they draw the female anatomy and they draw women. But Batgirl number 13, number 14, which is a great cover there with Supergirl there. That was all I could find in those books there. And then I was talking to the owner a little bit. He was watching a movie on his DVD player, and we were just talking about it a little bit. He was watching Unforgiven. So just started talking about movies a little bit, and then he showed me he had a couple boxes that were with variants and a couple other books. He said, let's had a different price. Every book there was $5. So I was able to get the following books for $5 a piece. And that was Outcast number 1. Good storyline if you haven't read that. I mean, I believe this is already going to be franchised out, or has been franchised out for a movie, but good Kirkman stuff. Uncanny X-Men 514 variant edition. I love the borderline on this with all the heroes and everything on it. That's just good work. This one I was happy to get for $5 also. I know this is a $10 to $15 book. That was Deadpool 13. And then he had one book that he had marked at 20, and I was able to talk him down after I went through everything with him and get it for $15. And that was this. And that's New Mutants Annual number 2. And it's the first appearance of Psylocke. I mean, this is a really, really sharp cover. Really, really good quality book. With a pressing, it's probably going to be a 9.6. I saw a small non-color breaking tick on there, but other than that, I mean, $15, I'll take this book every day of the week. And then picked up this from CGC message boards also. I got a really good deal on this. And this is Fantastic Four number 29. Just some great Kirby and Stan Lee stuff. Appearance with the Watcher in there. The sale was for a good cause. I won't go into the storyline, but basically, I mean, in depth in the story, but basically a board member had passed away, and they were selling away his collection to raise some funds. So it went to a good cause. You know, the price was good, and it still went to a good cause. So purchased this Fantastic Four number 29. So really happy for that. Then last book I'm going to show you, and I'll do it this way. It's a CGC book, and this was part of a raffle that I was involved in, and it was $5 each entry. You could buy as many entries as you wanted for this raffle. So I bought 5 entries. That's costing me $25. And the way that these guys do it, I like it. They put them into a randomizer, so it's all legit. It's not being pulled out of a hat or anything else. And no knock on anybody who does that stuff, but just I like the way this computerized stuff works. And then they have a dice roll, or it tells them how many times they randomize it. So, and then they post it on YouTube, and you can watch the videos. I mean, some of you might be familiar with it, but if you're not, just take a look at it. It's actually pretty good. It's on the Google Plus. There's one of the websites on there, and I was fortunate enough to win this Saga number 1 in a 9.8. I mean, dude, I was so ecstatic when I won this. I couldn't believe that I won this. This is my 3rd copy of this book, but it is my first CGC copy. I had 2 of them that I wanted to submit, and just haven't gotten around the time to submit. And one of them is a high grade. The other one needs to be pressed out. But I mean, if you haven't read this story, and I think I've said this before, it's one of the best books out there. I mean, of the modern Image books, in my opinion, besides The Walking Dead, this and Chew and Peter Panzerfaust are some of the best Image books being put out there at this time. I mean, this book, Fiona Staples and Brian K. Vaughan just do a great job on this. To this day, I buy this. This is on my pull list every month. I can't talk good enough about this book. But again, Saga 9.8. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. And that's about it for my haul this week. I want to thank all my new subscribers. Appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you watch my videos and you like them and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm at 92 subscribers now. I'm 8 away, and trying to think of something to do for 100 subscriber contest. If anybody has any ideas and they want to reach out to me, let me know also, all right? Until my next haul, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.